What is going on, everybody? It's Jeremy from Start Your Systems, and today we got another Reflex track review for you guys, and we'll get right into it. As usual, we're going to do the Documoto because we've got another Nationals track to do. We're going to do 5 laps. Actually, it's going to be more like 6 because the first lap doesn't count. But this track is Mojave Desert National, created by the C4 Detonator. I reviewed one of his tracks about 2 months ago now, I'd say. Maybe a month, I don't know. But it was that Cold Head Supercross, the one that I was on the wrong bike for, and you guys just kept telling me that I was on the wrong bike. But I decided to review this track. There were no new tracks this week. So I had to go a little bit down the page to find a track, and I ended up picking this one. Now, in the description, he says that it is a desert outdoor practice track. Now, I don't know if he means like it's supposed to be a national or it's just outside supercross track. If he meant like an outdoor national, then that is definitely not it. I feel like it's got more rhythm sections, and it's a pretty tight track. Like as you see right here, like this is just an all-out rhythm section. I'm pretty sure he just meant like an outdoor practice track. I don't think he meant national, but if he did, I don't see how the national comes into play. But as always, I did do a couple laps on the track just to get familiar with it, check out the different lines that you can do and whatnot. And my first impression was it is very rideable. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the track to get the lines down. Everything's pretty wide open, you know. Even in this section right here that I'm hitting, like, even if you get out of shape, you could just blitz the rest of this section and be completely fine. You know, triple. But there are a couple tracks that have been created that actually take quite a bit of time to get the lines down and whatnot. And this track is definitely not one of them. And this is a cool little feature right here, this off-camber. You rarely see off-cambers being made on these custom tracks, so I think it was really cool that he put that in there. You know, I'm not a huge fan of off-cambers, but, you know, it's a part of the track, and it's not in the game enough, I don't think. It can really mix things up, so I like the fact that he added that. And these split sections are really cool as well. This time around I'm hitting a different section, or a different line through this section. I think it's easier to hit, but it may be a bit slower. The next lap I will hit the outside so you guys can see what that looks like. Well, see how it looks when you do it right. Like I said, it's just a very rideable track, and it's... I don't know, I think it's a track that you could just burn out a bunch of laps on and not get bored. Like, I don't know, I think I did like 6 laps, and then I decided to start the video. But another thing that I like about it is it doesn't start out super rough. But, you know, obviously with track 2 formation and whatnot, it looks like it could get pretty rough. I'd like to see how it pans out with, you know, 5 other people riding around on the track, but that will probably not happen. I don't know a whole lot of people that actually legitimately play Reflex for the custom tracks. You know, I know people who like get on and we'll have a good time and whatever, but I don't know. I don't know enough people that would just be like, oh yeah, let's play Reflex. But I'm going to hit this, oh, I overshot that, so this is going to get all messed up. If you mess that outside up, that rhythm section is pretty much shot. because you got to land that downside perfect and then just double out, and it's just a big waste of time, honestly. So I like the fact that he made it actually challenging to hit. I'm gonna try a couple different lines here this lap just to show you guys how they work. And honestly, I think that with the different line selections, he did a pretty good job with it, making them fairly even. Right here, you can just keep it pinned. I like the berms on this track. The only thing I don't like is right here, that inside line that I tried hitting a couple laps ago is nearly impossible to hit. At least for me, I think it's too close to like inside of the track, you know. So most of the time I just jump over it and that's that. But the second line's fine. And right here, at the end of the whoop section, there's a double out, and then you hit the inside like that. This is slower, I think. Just all around with the double out of the whoops, it kind of kicks you. And then being in the air super long right there. Alright, I think I got enough drive. Yeah. So that's how it looks when you hit it right. It is faster, but it is a pain to get just right. I don't know. I just really like this track. There's not much that I don't like about it. And I am definitely not on the last lap. Like I said, with that one inside line, it's being too close to the inside of the track. But, I mean, other than that, this track is very well made. Like I said, the berms, they hold you very well. Right here, though, if you stick to the outside, you're just going to jump off the track. You got to kind of angle it in. And the middle line's the way to go, I think. I don't know. I like the middle line. Like I said, that inside is just too tough to get to, for me at least. And right here, you know, you got to kind of cut the corner, cut to the inside. Getting a little bit sketchy in the whoops. Those whoops are actually pretty big. Like, they're tough to get perfect. You really got to get a nice drive through them. Otherwise, you know, your lap's pretty much shot. Oh, I knew I was going to get reflex right there. But yeah, this line right here, now that I'm hitting, is definitely the easier one, but it may not be as quick. You're in the air for quite a long time. I'm going to hit this inside here for you guys, just so you see how it works. If you hit it, it's going to be double. I don't know if you can triple that. Maybe it's triple, I don't know. But we're going to be on the last lap now. And as you guys can see, the corners that, you know, I'm just hitting one line are getting pretty rough. And like right here, this section, you could probably, a couple laps in, if you're playing with a couple buddies or whatever, you could probably make that a triple, just with how the deformation is set up. Kind of get a little, I guess, preload with the track deformation. But off the bat, it's just double. And then obviously I'm fucking this up. All good though. The only thing I don't like about this off camber is a lot of times in real life, I know that this isn't real life or a simulator or anything like that, but a lot of times in real life, you're able to like cut to the inside, like where the bales would be, and you know, just make it like you go up the off camber 180 and just back down the other side, instead of having to like double out or whatever. And on this track, you can't do that. It's too steep and you lose a bunch of time. And most of the time, off cambers, well, I should say most of the time, but some of the times, off cambers are put in between two rhythm sections. So if you were to go inside or whatever, or to the inside and just roll it, you could still get into a rhythm that would work. But with this one, it's just like a double and then a single, and then you're at a 90-degree corner. Like there's no way to, you know, maybe get into a rhythm to even it out. But overall, this track was very well made. Like I said, you can burn out a bunch of laps on it. And I was reading some of the reviews, and everybody seemed to like it for the most part. And and I'm one of them. I think this track is really enjoyable. So I had to rate it out of 10. I'd probably say like an 8, 8.5 maybe. You know, nothing too special, but it's just one of those tracks that you can kind of, you know, have fun on, not have to, you know, try super hard to get all the rhythm sections down. Yet it's still somewhat difficult to you know, get a really good lap on. So I'd rate it like an 8, 8.5, something around there. But that'll do it for this week's Reflex track review, guys. If you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think of the track if you played it already. If not, the track link will be in the description below. And just subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week for another Reflex track review. See ya.